Hello viewers, this is Cynthia Michael from Free Reviews, bringing you my 450 podcast. This is my 450 podcast, and like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, I have to say this again, because, cause certain like I'm posting this. I'm gonna post this video on YouTube. I mean, on Facebook as well. So it's YouTube. So basically, once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will have your adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So basically, once again, I'll say again, no, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Now, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, let's get into the topic of this podcast. Now, why is the perfect time for a Arrowverse static shock show? So basically, that's the topic of this podcast. Why is it a perfect time for a static shock show? Or forever static shock show. So basically, I want to go over the points of why it's a perfect time for the Arrowverse to do static shock and to do a live action static shock show into the Arrowverse. Now, I know what you guys are wondering what that sound in the background. That's just that's just a bunch of planes passing by. So basically, if you wonder what that sound in the background, that's just about the plane. Sorry about that. I can't do nothing about planes passing by my apartment building. So anyway, well, now the reason, so I'm thinking here's the reason. Now, here's the first reason. The fans ever since Black Lightning debut on the Arrowverse, fans has been wondering ever since Black Lightning debut on the Arrowverse and took off, a lot of people have been wondering will Virgil show up in basically in maybe in a future season of Black Lightning. A lot of players have been wondering that. So basically, ever since Black Lightning took off, a lot of fans then wanted static. Been watching Black. A lot of comic book fans and fans of Static Shock want to watch Black Lightning because they want to see. They're hoping that Static might show up. Now, because of this, because of this reason, a lot of fans have there are a lot of Statics too. There's been a lot of cosplays lately, and at comic book conventions of people dressed up as Static and Black Lightning. Now, in the comic books, in the new DC comic book, Black Lightning is Static's mentor and whatnot, and also in Young Justice, Black Lightning is also Black Lightning is also Static Shock's mentor as well. So basically, a lot of fans want to see Static. A lot of fans want to see Static come in, to finally join the Arrowverse and fight. A lot of fans want to see Static to come into the Arrowverse. A lot of fans had done plenty of videos and auditions. Who should be cast as which actors should be cast as Static. So a lot of people say that that Jason might would make a good Virgil, but a lot of people agree that an unknown actor should take up the part of Static. But there's been a lot of audition videos, a lot of fan-made videos about about Static Shock. Now, the main reason is now let's go to the second reason. It's the expansion of the Arrowverse. Now, bringing in Static was not only not only bringing the study will not only increase the fan base, also it will expand the Arrowverse it will expand the whole Arrowverse completely. Once again, will expand the whole Arrowverse. So this like Green Arrow did, the Flash did, blah blah blah. So basically, bringing in doing a live Static Shock show will once again will expand the Arrowverse, and also have opportunities for more crossover. So basically, we can introduce more characters by the Arrowverse doing a live Static Shock show. We can expand the Arrowverse, introduce new characters, and probably introduce a new Earth or some shit like that, or blah blah blah. So basically, that's another reason. Now the main one of the main reasons a lot of people one of the other reasons is that if they do a Static Shock show, this would be the first time in history that a young African American will be a lead for a superhero show. So basically, one of the other reasons is that one of the other reasons is that if the Arrowverse does do a live Static Shock show, it's because this will mark the first time a young African American elite actor will be a lead of be the lead of a superhero, a black superhero series. So basically, if the Arrowverse does do a live Static Shock show, this will mark the first time a young African American young African, actor to be or American, whatever, will be the youngest actor to lead a superhero TV show. Now the other reason is another reason is that it's the perfect time to do a Static Shock show, because with Supernatural and Arrow going off the air, there's a perfect time slot difference to go through. So basically, mostly I know that I know what you're thinking, that that it's most likely that the Superman series and the new Green sorry, tongue tie. So anyway, I know that with Supernatural and Green Arrow about to go off the air soon, that means there's more. There are two TV slots to fill on Tuesday night and Thursday night. Since Supernatural comes on at Thursday night and Green Arrow comes on Tuesday night, that means once those two shows go off the air, that means that's the opportunity to debut two new shows. So basically, I think one of those TV slots to go to a live Static Shock show. So basically, I think that a live Static Shock show should take one of those places. So it's most likely, I think that the Superman series will do better than the Green Arrow Canary spin-off, because honestly, after what I read about this, I'm not. Honestly, I don't really think that the Green Arrow Canary spin-off won't work. Because honestly, if Leah's a part of it, no, it's not gonna work to me. So basically, it's most likely the Superman series will do better than and then the Green Arrow Canary spinoff show would. So basically, I'm hoping that I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the CW would, or unless the CW expand their TV, expand their schedule to Saturday night as well. So basically, I'm hoping that Saturday night will be, they could put they could put a static show on Saturday night. So basically, we can watch Static Shack on Saturday night, wherever, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, that's one reason is the perk, because there's about to be a free team, with Supernatural and Green Arrow about to go off. So basically, that means there are 2 open spots on the CW Tuesday night and Thursday night to put Static on those nights. So basically, they're open they're open night slots. So they're open, they're opening slots since Arrow and Supernatural is about to go off soon. So basically, the CW could put Static on a Tuesday or a Thursday, because Supernatural and Green Arrow are about to go off and losing their time slot. So basically, those time slots could be, Static like that, so could either be put on the Tuesday time slot, where Arrow used to be, or the Thursday time slot where Supernatural used to be at. So anyway, is that anyway, the main reason I think the main reason that it's a perfect. That is a perfect time. The main reason for the Arrowverse to do the main reason is a perfect time for the Arrowverse to do a live status talk, because that Black Lightning needs a friend. Now, but Barry and Oliver were the best buds of the Arrowverse. Now, since Barry's about to die, since Arrow's about to go off, that friendship is about to die. Now that Batwoman came to the Arrowverse, her and Supergirl are best friends. So basically, because the main reason is that we can do crossover. So basically, if they do a live static shock show, we could do we could do crossovers with Black Lightning. So basically, if the CW / Arrowverse does a live static show, we can have crossovers. We can have Static Shock and Black Lightning crossover regularly. So basically, since Black Lightning is the only superhero show and the Arrowverse is still in Atlanta, we can have Static Shock still in Atlanta, right next to Black Lightning, and therefore have those two shows cross over regular. So basically, it's most likely that if we bring Static in, if we do a static, if the CW does do a Static Shock show, we can have it still in Orlando with Black Lightning and have that Static show and have Static and Black Lightning cross over regularly. So basically, that's my final reason for. This is my final reason for why it's a perfect time for a static shock, it's the perfect time for the Arrowverse to do a live Static Shock show. So anyway, but once again, it's not up to the CW. It's not up to the CW. It's really up to the people at Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers had the final say, or the CW the DC comic show. So basically, that even though Greg Palante is the producer of the Arrowverse, but he has to go through DC. So basically, if he wants to do any DC superhero show, he has to, he has to go to Warner Brothers, and DC will have the final say. So basically, he has to get confirmed. So basically, the only, like I said, I will, a lot of things, I really want to see a live Static Shock show, but it's not up to Greg Berlanti or his people, it's up to Warner Brothers and DC Comics. Now, because Warner Brothers Warner Brothers, it's been the main distributor of the DC comic, movies, cartoons, etc., and shows. So basically, order to be a live Static Shock show, Warner Brothers will have to say yes. So basically, I'm hoping that Warner Brothers, whoever is the head of Warner Brothers, the head of Warner Brothers, the head of Warner Brothers TV, whatever, I'm hoping that you guys watch this video, and I hope that you guys will approve one day for the Arrowverse to do a live Static Shock show. So until then, I'm just gonna hope and pray. So anyway, this is my reason why it's the perfect time to do a Arrowverse live Static Shock show. So basically, what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see a live Static Shock show in the Arrowverse? Yes or no? Please let me know in the comments of this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Cynthia Michael. Sign off. Sign off to School Review. Sign off. 1,